What's going on, everybody? True Dragon here, and today I will be showcasing my mod pack. This is going to be a devlog showcase where what I'm showing you today is what I have gotten done, and also sharing with you the future plans of what I will be doing. So let's get into it. First change that I have made is that I have made all dragons in Ice and Fire stronger. I upped their damage so that they'd be stronger, and I also increased their health so that they would be tougher to kill. And as you can see, it's now 1,000 instead of like 500, I think it originally was. Also, I increased their spawn rate, so now that they spawn more frequently, I'm probably going to decrease the spawn rate because of how strong I made the dragons, which would make the game unplayable. So I would probably make them more harder to find, and I would also maybe make the dragon caves harder to find than they already are because they're ridiculously hard to find. So I'd probably make them even harder, but I haven't touched those yet. And on to change number 2. So change number 2 is where we just changed the generation. So as you can see right here, this is one of the biomes that generates in the mod, in the mod pack, and this is called the Ice Maze. So one of the mods we added was Alex's Cave biomes, and as you see in here, we are currently in the Abyssal Chasm, which is just like an abyss, really. That's pretty much what it is. And then, you know, there's also all the other stuff, and there's a dragon nest there. Cool. Well, what I plan to do with this mod is I plan to take out the toxic biome, so the toxicity biome when it spawned, and then I'll take out all the gear with it, and I'll also take out the submarine and stuff, because this pack is not meant to be real. It's meant to be realistic, but it's not meant to be like futuristic, like with future elements. More medieval, if you will. So that's one of the things we did with terrain. Another thing we added was Biomes Plenty, and we also added Tectonic and Terralith. Yes, also Terralith. And those help with the terrain to changing up everything. And also we added new villages to change up the village. We added village placement to make villages be able to place better. And that's pretty much it for the terrain. And I guess now we'll move on to weaponry. So some of the weapons we added are a bunch from Spartan's weaponry. We added some of the mods we added were Spartan's weaponry, Ice and Fire, and medieval weapons, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But the main fight mod in here is epic fight. So we had to add, you know, mods to be able to come, you know, to be compatible with it. And we also added Samurai Dynasty, so we get katanas. Whoa, katana! Also, we plan to add more weapons. So the problem I was having with Epic Fight was that I couldn't get other weapon mods to work with the newer version because I couldn't get it to work with the shaders. And the thing with the shaders is that for some reason Epic Fight added a integration with Iris, and because of that, in the newer version they added integration with Iris, and because of that the shaders wouldn't work in the pack. It wouldn't even load up the pack because of Epic Fight. And when I took them out, it was just the game, and I like the shaders. I want the shaders. When I downgraded, it didn't have the model I needed to actually make the other mods work, which confused the hell out of me. But hey, we got what we got now, and I'll try to make it work. If you have any idea on why it doesn't work and how to fix it with keeping the shaders, then let me know, and I will definitely get those in, and also punch them in the eye later. Anyways, I guess next is on to the other like main mods of what we changed. So let's go to magic. So we added some magic mods. These are some new magic like as you can see in here, we added Modern Artifact. Modern Artifact is a continuation of my favorite magic mod, Ars Novia 2. Well, not a continuation. I think it's a continuation, but it's just like updated, and I absolutely love that mod. And this is like, you know, the next thing for the newer game, and so I'm adding it. What we also had was iron spells. I cannot look that up right there. Oh, there it is. We also added iron spells to the game because they would help. What did I just do? Oh, cool! I didn't know I could do that. Okay, anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Anyways, I added that because it's a very big magic mod, and it ties in really well with another mod we have in here, which is the main mod, in my opinion, of this pack that I will be changing most, and that is Wuxiacraft. So, oh my god, that's a beautiful terrain. So basically, this version of the mod is called Wuxiacraft Phoenix version, where it's Wuxiacraft that has been taking some of the parts of Wuxiacraft that has been not the best and made it better. So we have the skill books, like the books to where you get the aspects for Wuxiacraft in, and we also have crafting recipes for more of the stones. We don't have it for tier 8 and 9 yet, but we have it for tier up to tier 7. We didn't have that. We have new ores. We have like celestial iron ingot, and then, you know, celestial iron block. And I think they also did some reworks on the runes, and there's a whole bunch of other features they added and rearranged. Other than that, for magic, there hasn't been too much except for that. What I plan to do for this mod, what I plan to do for magic though, is I plan to make a mod for it. So for Wuxiacraft, I plan to make a mod where it will add structures like sects, and also add bloodlines and spells. So the problem with Wuxiacraft is that it doesn't have really spells, and that's why we have iron spells and Modern Artifact. But I plan to add my own version at some point, but I'm waiting on that because I want to work on some other stuff before I get into that. So what we're going to try and do for this one is add sects to the game, so where random sects will generate, and they'll have their own little cultivators in them, and basically, you know, just be like cultivators around the world. You have your big sects, and they come down and they kill you when they find you or whatever, you know, stuff like that. That's probably not what's going to happen, but it probably will happen. Now we're going to move on to some more little slice of life stuff. Some of the little things we added are tough as nails. We also added micro comes alive. We also added quality crops, which right here gives crops certain qualities. So every crop gets its own little quality, and the higher the quality, the better it does. Oh, right. So okay, so you can't. I'll probably change that into a recipe. You can downgrade it. Oh, I didn't know that. So then I can I can downgrade it all the way down to wheat and get bread. That's actually pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. And one of the bigger mods we added was this mod. It is overgeared. Overgeared. Oh, I'm still in. Hold on. Overgeared basically makes it so that blacksmithing is a thing, and because of that, you can't really do things in the way that you would normally would. So if I get flint, so let's say you want to, that's flight, sorry, my bad. Let's say you wanted to get stone tools, right? In order to get stone tools, you'll first need to find flint. You'll need to right click on some stone until you get a piece of stone, right? Then you do is you take, I didn't mean to do that. Then what you do is you take this, put it in your inventory, you put it in both hands, right click, and let's say I want a pickaxe. Boom, pickaxe head. And you take stick, and I have a crafting table already. Oh, and then you just throw it in there, boom, pickaxe. Now you have a stone pickaxe. that's pretty much how it is. That's how it starts off. Then it kind of dives into true like blacksmithing. Anyway, if I can find there it is. Like you have hot iron, hot copper, and it just gets, you got steel and all whatnot. You got anvils in blueprints, and you can have different qualities of the gear and everything. And it's a really cool mod, and I plan to add it into the pack. We'll also change it up a bit to where in this pack it is a little bit more there's more to it. Like you can have, like it does more with stuff. Well, that was everything. So now I guess that's everything I did. That's everything I added, and a little bit what we're doing in the future. I'm gonna give a few more details, and then we're gonna end it here. So basically, the future I want to add for this pack. This pack is a continuation. It's the next version of my old mod pack called SurvivalJW, which was based off of the fact that I wanted to make the game hard enough to where you have to try and survive. And if you want to see what that's like, I did a live stream of it a couple years, I think 2 years ago. So go check out that live stream, and that was the latest version. That's what we were doing. That's how ridiculous the mod pack was. It was easy, but it was also just ridiculous. But it wasn't, okay. It was easy in a sense if you knew what you were doing, but it was also extremely difficult in order to play, which I enjoyed, and that's what I was going for. So with this one, we're gonna kind of do the same thing. We're gonna make it extremely difficult to play, but not so that you can't play, but we're gonna make it so where it's still enjoyable. Basically, it's extremely difficult but playable. And for now, that's pretty much all there is to this pack. And now what I want you guys to do is leave a comment, or just leave a comment and tell me what you want to see added to the pack, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, what do you think of me, in my hands. Okay, anyways. What do you want to see in the pack? Because this is not just for me, it's for you guys if you want to play it and you have a computer, or you just want to play Minecraft. So the plan is to delete some of the mods from this pack and add them to my own mod, basically the concepts to it, to my own mod, so that it make it lighter so you guys can play it, because this is pretty big. My computer kind of handles it pretty good. So that's pretty much it. I want to know, on top of the things I know that need to be improved with the pack, what else do you want to see in the pack? Because the pack is supposed to be a realistic, somewhat fantasy Minecraft pack. It's going to be basically immortals and gods. Some things I could add that you guys maybe you wanted would be like, add like a cyberpunk city, or change up, like add a cyberpunk system where you can cultivate gears and make mechanized weapons, or make golems out of like gears and stuff. I can do that if you want to, or just leave cool ideas like that. I'll see if I could try and get them in. That's pretty much where we're gonna end it. Leave a like and comment on what you want me to add, what do you want to pack, if you're interested in the pack, what you think is a cool idea, or if you want, heck, if you even want to help out with the pack. If you want to help out, reach out. I will also see what we can do, because that would be cool. This could be like a little community project. I can also set up my Discord, release my Discord to set up beta testing, where you can beta test the pack if you want to try the pack. When we get to a point where it has most of the systems in, or some of the systems in, and you can do a beta test for it. Because I feel like this is a pretty cool concept, and it could be pretty fun if I do it the way you guys want to play it, and not the way I would like to play it. Because that way I know, because like I like playing the games, I know how I like playing games, but the way I like playing them is probably not the same way other people might like playing them. So that's just all I want. You like, if hey, long story short, leave a comment, subscribe, like, tell me what you want. And that's pretty much it. I'm very grateful, very, very, very grateful for you watching till the end. If you watched till the end, thank you. Thank you so much. And if you didn't, and you somehow saw this, why did you skip all the way to the end? Like that's super weird. I don't understand why you would skip all the way to the end for this message. Like that doesn't make any sense. But anyways, hope to see you soon. Hope to read your comments soon. I will reply to any comment. All the comments I can, really. And yeah, hope to see you soon on SurvivalJW Devlog 2. Peace.